Hey guys, this is Savjz here, and this is a mono blue tempo deck that we're looking at currently. Very good starter deck if you're just getting started with the game, and you wanna play a strong deck instead of playing those kitchen table decks that you get for free. I'm not saying this is the most fun deck on the planet, but it is very effective and cheap. So if you're trying to go infinite by playing constructed, this might be one of those decks that doesn't take too much dust to craft, and you probably can go infinite because it's powerful enough, so you can reap those rewards. So what do we have here? We have a lot of 1-drops, we have a lot of 2-drops, and and some 3-cost cards as well. But not a single card that costs 4 or more, like you can see right here. Turn 1 we have these Mist-Cloaked Heralds that can't be blocked. Siren Storm Tamers that can be sacrificed to counter spells and protect our higher value targets. It's also flying, so you can sneak in some points of damage easily early on with that. Curious Obsession is one of the best cards in the deck, because this can, if you get a target to stick and you get it with Curious Obsession, you will be drawing an extra card efficiently every turn with this, and you protect it with your counter spells and your Siren Storm Tamers. It can be a good way to win, and to keep also to keep having counter spells available and cards in general. It's important because the deck does not have all that much card draw. We do have Chart Deck Horse, which will give us some cards, but there aren't many. Then we have Dive Down, which is it's an instant spell that gives your creature hexproof, and you can save your high value guys like the ones that have a Curious Obsession buff on them, or the Tempest Yin, which will be your heavy hitter, so to say. It's nice to protect that one as well. Then we have Spell Pierces for just some solid tempo. It's not the strongest counter spell in the world, but it is the most mana efficient one. So it's excellent tempo. You can use this to counter your opponent's spell that costs, let's say 3 or 4 or whatever. Those are more expensive ones, so it gives you an advantage. It's also a very good card against the control decks that are trying to counter your spells. If you're making a big move and they try to counter it, you can use this Spell Pierce very commonly to counter a counter. For 2 mana we have the Nightveil Sprites. They help us surveil some of the extra lands away maybe, or to help to get to the best targets. Also flying, very key here. Warkite Marauder. These are some of the very few rares in the deck. Warkite Marauders and the Tempest Yins are the only rares in the deck, which is what makes this so cheap. According to my Twitch chat, also you don't even need to play this necessarily, but it has been pretty okay. You can get rid of some of those like annoying blockers and stuff. Whenever it attacks, you can disable something. Merfolk Trickster, very nice. It has the ability Flash, which means you can use it on your opponent's turn to gain an advantage. You can tap something at the end of turn to clear the path for your attacking creature on the next turn, or you can use it as a blocker. Sometimes the abilities being lost is also very significant here. Just a pretty solid card, and the Flash is key because it gives you so much flexibility. Then we have some card draw. This one I showed already. Essence Scatter to counter the creature spells against other creature decks. If you're playing best of 3s, you probably want to side this out against control, because there's, generally speaking, not that many creatures. Obviously it depends slightly on what type of control you're playing against. We have those 3 negates, so against control you probably want to put those negates in. Sleeps against other controls. Well, we'll get to the sideboard in just a bit. Let's finish off this first. Exclusion Mages give you also tempo. Returning a creature to your opponent's hand is pretty nice if they spend an entire turn 3 or turn 4 to play one, for example. Just kind of like keep pushing the advantage and try to end the game and just finish your opponent with lots of cards in their hand. Tempest Yin, we only play islands. Triple blue mana cost not a problem when you only have blue mana. Kind of like the finisher, I suppose. If you didn't buff a creature, or if you didn't sneak like damage 1 at a time, Tempest Yin is how you then close out the game. Use the counter spells, use the Wizard's Retort and all these Dive Down, Siren Storm Tamer and Spell Pierces to protect the Jinn, and just keep flying for 4 damage, 5 damage, 6 damage. They should eventually die. And Wizard's Retort, another, because if we have multiple wizards in the deck, usually this is going to be 2 mana. Siren Storm Tamer is a wizard. What else is a wizard? Merfolk Trickster is a wizard. And Exclusion Mage is a wizard. There's actually not that many, but it's still, even if you pay 3 mana for it, it's usually quite alright. Then on the sideboard we have Sentinel Totems, which this one's exile the opponent's graveyard. So if there's something like a deck that has a lot of like jump start decks, or like some kind of Golgari deck that uses a graveyard maybe. Anything that benefits with from a graveyard. I haven't really played with this too much just yet, so I'm not sure like what is the optimal use for this. But yeah, Disdainful Strokes for some extra countering and negates for those scatters against the spell heavy decks. Diamond Mares are helpful against the decks that are trying to race you, like red decks that are also going for face, but you're going face with flyers, so you don't really want to like block those. You can easily outvalue them. All the cards in the deck are blue, so the Diamond Mares are going to provide a lot of value. When you're choosing the color, obviously you choose blue, and every single card will then give you some life. Yeah, syncopate some more counters if we need more counters. Pretty straightforward here. Let's play some games! Like, posting clips on Reddit is also like super helpful for me. I mean, it looks like a keep. We have the right amount of lands. So we have 2 creatures here, and then we have the Nightwell Sprite. This one is unblockable, and this one is can protect another creature that we have from being targeted. I should restart. We're doing the memory leak is starting to show again. All right. So this one protects our other guys. So can't be blocked. Okay. So this one will now protect my other guys, at least a little bit. We don't want more of these right now, I want something a little bit more impactful. He played a blue land, so I'm going to play this one as well, because it's not possible that he would play the Chain Whirler. He cannot play Chain Whirler, because that's red, red, red. I'm not gonna play this one in particular, I'm not gonna play that long. I like new decks so much, so yeah. This is probably just a little bit like dipping my toes into this one. Chain Whirler, yeah, but he didn't have the mana for it. Damage. Sweet. Oh, another land.
13 months and it's finally not Hearthstone. All we need is artifact release.
I'm not even like waiting for the artifact so much anymore, because this game is so much fun. I was so excited about the artifact, but now I'm like, like whatever, like sure. Okay, another one of these. Draw 2 cards, then discard the card unless you attacked. Alright. So we're gonna attack with these unblockables for sure. Then let's chart the course. Counter target spell. Or do we Tempest Gene? I think we Tempest Gene. So this one is flying, but it's also like pretty big. Unfortunately, I don't have any mana open right now to like to protect this if he tries to remove it with, let's say, a lava coil. So the deck has, how many wizards do we have? What's a wizard here? If you control a wizard. Oh, Siren Pirate Wizard. Wait, what? So this one is a wizard. Sweet. No mana for the bird. Yeah, it's kind of bad, but I think it was still worth sticking this. Maybe. Because even if you use a removal on it, it takes his entire turn. I mean, okay. It's like 2 damage. We don't have any threats here. We got mulligan this one, right? There's the Curious Obsession. Too many lands. Oh, that he didn't like Artifact. Oh, I see. Right. I don't dislike Artifact that much, though. I think the draft mode in particular is like pretty dope. It's pretty fun. But this game certainly has been quite a treat lately. Okay, we need one of these dudes to live. So we can draw more cards. One of the best cards in the deck for sure. Oh, I'm gonna take that. Take 4. Here we go. Looks like a keep to me. So these extra cards are gonna help us get counter spells too. It's actually not bad. He does need to play more creatures if he wants to win. I'm gonna go 2 and 2. Like I can use this to tap that, and then we have the. Oh yeah. Sweet. Sweaty 51. Thanks. 1. Thanks for the 2 months in a row. Glad to have you back. Thank you for the resub. Oh yeah, that seems fine. I don't hate that. You can tap this again. This kind of sets up lethal though. And then we keep up a counter. That's probably the best. I can play this one counter. He can only play one spell here. Rip that guy. Have you tried Grixis Bolas control deck? It's a blast. Yeah, Vedravik. That was one of the first decks that I played when once I had tokens for constructed to make decks. It was fun. He dead. So we can use this to tap that. Oh, let's restart the game. I think it's slowing down after 3 hours. Now you will never know which card you got. Oh no! We don't have one drop. Damn right. Thank you, Daima, for the 2 months. Glad you're enjoying the magic. I don't think we keep this, chat. Do I keep this? He's going first. I mean, I can do this on turn 2. And I mean, I have like kind of the right amount of lands. Toss or keep? I don't know either. I think keeping is the only way to learn. I do have like a spell pierce if he tries to play like a, you know, like a Askanta or something. Oh, we'll see. So this one has flash. That means we can play it on his turn. I'm gonna let that one resolve. I find that this deck never improves on mulligans. Oh, really? Oh yeah! Ah. So he tried to counter, but I had the spell pierce ready, so. Gonna buff this. Start drawing some cards. If he tries to counter this, I have another counter. To counter his counter once again. So, I think with this deck you're supposed to like, kind of like play protect the board, and we keep up this this counter spell and not play the Tempestine. I'm pretty sure we play a 1-drop, and we keep up the counter here. So you need to stick like one of these Curious Obsession creatures and then you just protect it with everything you got. I wish I had one more mana. So I could play the Tempest Gene and have the counter ready. But I don't, so I'm gonna just play this. Blue accurate, yeah, we're doing like a YouTube guide. Because people have been asking for strong decks that are cheap. So this is like a cheap strong deck. This is a very, very cheap deck that's very strong. Oh my god, another no land. I mean, he's down to 6 though. This like Murloc Paladin. I mean, not the way I would describe it, but it's like a very smorky, but it's also like a little bit like just protect the guys with the counters. The counters gives it like a nice touch. Gives it some like identity. Tempo deck, yeah. It's not like aggro, it's like tempo. It's a lot of essence scatters. So if this was a best of 3, we would be sideboarding these out. Can you play a weak, expensive deck, Savjz? Oh my god, you wanna see me play a weak, expensive deck? Did he kick? He did kick that. Okay, so we're actually gonna sacrifice this to counter that. See one. Nice try, Matthias B. So we got him down to 2 now. Looks like it's just blue and red. There's some like drakes and stuff to counter in blue and red. Got him! This deck feels like bullying. I mean, I guess it's in some ways it is. Actually, like trying to do a more of a like educational content now. There's just been so much requests for it, and I mean I'm also learning myself, like learning the meta and learning the decks and everything. So it's cool. So this one flies. Alright. This is a fantastic fish, by the way. It's very good. In this spot I'm certainly going for, against the aggro deck I'm going for the Gene. I'm gonna keep up the counter here. It would not have been bad to like bounce this either. But I'm gonna protect the Gene. I'm gonna do everything I can to protect the Gene. Okay. Is there a specific reason you should usually attack before playing creatures? Yeah, it's to like hide information mostly. I mean here we're gonna play a land first because the Gene gets bigger. I'm gonna bounce this, because if he plays that he just dies. Return target creature to an opponent's hand. This is a very simple deck, it's easy to play. This is a good like starter deck. If you get into Magic and you wanna like play a good deck to begin with. Very cheap, very effective, not too difficult to play.